is Konstanz from the Rock Springs Library, and today is the start of a brand new program called Create with Konstanz. In this program, I will upload every Thursday a step-by-step video that will teach you how to create something using relatively simple supplies that you should have in your house. For today's video, we're going to learn how to draw a rabbit, just in time for Easter. It is coming up this Sunday, just in case you guys aren't aware. But for today's craft, all you'll need is a pencil with an eraser, a black marker, mine's Sharpie, but it doesn't have to be, it doesn't even have to be a permanent marker. If you have like Crayola markers, that will be fine. Something to color with. I have these color pencils right here, but if you want to use crayons or markers, that's fine too. And then you will need a piece of white paper. Mine's a bit larger than the standard size, but you can use whatever you have around. It's not all that important. Feel free to pause this video as you go along if you need more time to catch up. So let's get started. We're going to split our paper up into fourths. If you want, you could fold it. I'm not going to fold mine just because I prefer not having the creases. I'm just going to lightly draw lines in each way, so we'll go vertical or hot dog style, and then horizontal or hamburger style, depending on the verbiage that you're more familiar with. Okay, so for the first real part of the rabbit, we are going to go from this midpoint about an inch down, draw a dot, and then from that dot, I'm going to go down maybe about 2.5-ish inches. And these are just guidance points. You don't have to do these. I just do these because they help kind of direct my hand where to go. And between these 2 points, we're going to draw a circle-like shape. It doesn't have to be perfectly round, and I'm actually going to make mine a bit bigger on this side than an actual circle. But this is going to be the muzzle of the rabbit, if that kind of gives you an idea as to what you want to do with the shape. Alright, so first step done. We got that muzzle. Okay, so next we are going to do the cheeks of the rabbit. So from this center line, you're gonna go about 1/2 inch. And again, you can draw the dots. If you don't like them, you don't have to. And then at the top, you're gonna go about 2 inches. Draw another dot. And you're gonna take this line down very slightly and just curve it on up to that middle line. Very nice. Okay, and then you're going to do the very same thing on the other side. That yours doesn't look exactly like mine, don't let that discourage you. It doesn't have to. Like, you can have your own style, your own flair to your rabbit and anything that you make. Okay, so now that we have the cheeks, we're going to do the top of the head. So we're going to do kind of like a half circle shape that will connect these 2 points. And it's gonna go about the same distance, about 2 inches up. You can draw your dot there or not, and you just have majority of the head of the rabbit. Okay, so next we are going to do ears and then also the shoulders of the rabbit. So I'm gonna start on the right side. I'm gonna go about 1/2 inch from that middle line and then take it down probably about 1 inch-ish between the 2 dots. And I'm just gonna go for it, see what happens. So to draw an ear, it's really just some very lightly curved lines that you just combined. Your ears can be shaped however you like. I'm actually going to curve this one out a little bit more right there. Alright, and then you're going to do the same thing on the left side. So again, I'm going to use those dots, and I'm actually going to just go from this dot straight across, and that will kind of give me an idea to keep them about even-ish. And then from the top of the ear, I'm going to draw a very light line to kind of give me some guidance as to how high up I need to go. So for the shoulders, you're gonna actually take it off from the cheek. So from the beginning point of the cheek, you're going to go probably about 1 inch, maybe slightly less. You can draw a little dot there. And it's just a really simple curved line all the way down to the bottom of the picture. Okay, and then you're gonna do the same on the left side. Coming along, we pretty much have majority of it done by now. Now it's just missing a face, right? Yeah. Okay. So the next step, we're actually going to draw the nose, the mouth, the eyes, and a little something to kind of give your rabbit a bit more dimension and add some separation in the face. So first we'll start with the nose. So the nose is just going to be basically a V. So from the midpoint, that middle line, just going to draw a V right through it. And I think I'm going to curve mine a bit more. I guess mine is more so like a U. You can do yours however you prefer. If you want a more sharp nose, you can do a V. If you want a more rounded nose, you can do more of a U. And then from the bottom of that V, you're just going to draw a line, probably about 1/2 inch. And then at the bottom of that, you're going to draw the mouth. And it's going to be, I guess, like a W shape. Okay, and so next we're going to draw those lines I was talking about earlier. So from the muzzle, you're going to go from the midpoint, go over about 3/4 of an inch. You can draw a line, and you're going to take it, it's going to go pretty straight, and then you're going to curve it to the bottom of the ear. Then you're going to do the same thing on the left side. And if you need help drawing this line, you can kind of look at where this one crossed that midline. Mine's about probably 3/4 of an inch too. So if you want, you can draw a dot there with some guidance. the drawing process will be the eyes. So you're going to go from the lines that you just drew, and you can put either a circle or an oval or even an egg shape, however you want your rabbit's eyes to be shaped. I'm thinking mine are probably going to be round. I guess we'll see how it goes. And you can make them however big or however small you want. Apparently I'm going quite large and an egg shape. But if you want to do yours smaller, or you could even do yours bigger, that's completely fine. Alright, just make sure that whatever eye you do on the first side, you mimic on the other side. Shape, and I believe there's just one more step. So to give your bunny a bit more life, we're going to add some highlight in the eyes, or at least leave some highlight for the eyes. So in each eye towards the top right corner, or if you want you can do it somewhere else, I'm going to do mine in the top right corner. I'm just going to draw a little circle, and then on this side I'm going to do it as high up to the right as I can. If you leave this white, it will give your bunny a bit more life. So if you want to, just so when you go to outline it in the marker, you can even color this in to kind of remind yourself, like, oh yes, I'm not supposed to color that in. Okay, so the drawing portion of this is done. If you want, this is the time to make any changes to your rabbit and erase any lines that you no longer need. I'm going to start by erasing these midpoint lines that I no longer need. Alright. So, next we're going to take our black marker and go over all the lines that you just made. This is going to help it stick out a bit more and look a bit cleaner, I guess you could say, for the finished product. Your bunny all outlined in black, you can actually go in and kind of treat this as a coloring page. If you want, you could add decorations along the sides. If you wanted to add Easter eggs or flowers, or maybe even add in a message for a grandparent or something along those lines, feel free to do that. Go ahead and color it in. Give anyone who is using colored pencils, you can actually make the colors more vibrant if you layer two different colors on top of each other. I've always loved doing this as a kid. So like you saw, I did the darker pink. Now I'm gonna go over it with this lighter pink to make it more vibrant. Again, you guys can color your rabbit however you want. You definitely don't have to have a pink rabbit like me. Alright, so that wraps up our very first segment of Create with Konstanz. I hope those of you who tuned in today really enjoyed creating your rabbits. I'm excited to see what you guys made, so please feel free to take pictures, post them on Facebook, tag us. I look forward to seeing them. You can even share these with other people. You can take pictures and send them to your grandparents, your aunts and uncles who you might not be able to see at this time. You can hang them up on your windows for anyone who's passing by to see. Bring a little happiness to everyone while we're going through this weird time. And if you guys have any video suggestions, anything you want to see or learn how to draw, feel free to comment below this video and we'll see what we can do with those suggestions. So everyone, have a happy Easter, stay safe, stay healthy, and we will see you back here again next Thursday for another segment of Create with Konstanz.